What if I told you there's a challenge that would test the absolute limits of human survival? A journey to every planet in our solar system, armed with the most advanced technology humanity can build. The question isn't whether you'll survive, it's how long you'll last. First stop, Venus. This beautiful world hides a terrifying secret: 90 times Earth's atmospheric pressure, like being crushed under a kilometer of ocean, and temperatures hot enough to melt lead. Step outside without protection and you'd implode instantly. Survival time on Venus, 0 seconds. Even our ship barely escaped that hellscape. Next, Mercury, the planet of impossible extremes. The sunny side, 430 degrees Celsius. The dark side, negative 180 degrees. But the real killer? Lethal radiation with no atmosphere to stop it. It would shred your DNA at the molecular level. Maximum survival time, 2 hours before radiation poisoning. Then we reach Mars and everything changes. Gravity is only 1/3 of Earth's, but the atmosphere is 100 times thinner than Earth's. Low enough pressure to make your blood boil. But with a proper spacesuit, Mars becomes survivable. For the first time, we found a world where humans could actually work and explore. But our journey isn't over. Next, Jupiter, the solar system's monster. No solid surface to land on, just endless crushing atmosphere. Pressure 1,000 times stronger than Venus would crush you instantly. Winds faster than sound. Lightning bolts the size of continents. Survival time, impossible. You wouldn't even make it through the front door. Europa hides a global ocean beneath miles of ice. Titan has lakes and rivers, but they're made of liquid methane. Uranus and Neptune would freeze and shred you simultaneously. And Pluto? A frozen heart at the edge of everything we know. So here's the scorecard of survival across our solar system. But this isn't just about survival, it's about the future of human civilization. We're not just visitors to these worlds, we're future residents. So I have to ask you, which world would you choose to explore? Drop your answer in the comments below and tell me why. And if you want to join me on more incredible journeys through space, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because next week, we're diving into black holes. And trust me, you won't want to miss what we discovered. In 1982, the Soviet Venera 13 probe achieved the impossible. It survived on Venus for exactly 127 minutes before the planet destroyed it. The atmosphere isn't just crushing and hot, it's filled with sulfuric acid, a runaway greenhouse effect that turned paradise into hell. If our most advanced probe barely lasted 2 hours, what chance would a human have? Even with a theoretical supersuit made of titanium and diamond, the relentless heat and pressure would find every weakness. Venus, beautiful from space, absolutely lethal up close. Mercury orbits so close to the sun it's tidally locked. The day side is hot enough to melt zinc, tin, and lead. The night side is colder than the Antarctic winter, a temperature swing of over 800 degrees Fahrenheit. But temperature is just one problem. With no magnetic field or atmosphere, solar radiation would give you a lethal dose in hours. The only hope? Underground shelters and permanently shadowed craters. Maximum survival time, 2 hours with the best protection we can imagine. Then we reach Mars, and suddenly, everything changes. Canyons, mountains, polar ice caps, even weather patterns. In Mars' low gravity, you could jump 3 times higher. But the atmosphere is dangerously thin, just 1% of Earth's. Low enough to make your saliva boil on your tongue. And it's 95% carbon dioxide, which would poison you in minutes. But here's the breakthrough. Current spacesuits can handle Mars. For the first time in our journey, we found a world where humans can work. Mars isn't just survivable, it's colonizable. Imagine cities under protective domes where you could breathe freely. Over centuries, we could even terraform Mars, giving it a breathable atmosphere. The water ice at its poles and underground could support millions of people. Mars could become humanity's first self-sufficient world beyond Earth, a backup for human civilization connected to Earth by regular transport. This isn't science fiction. Mars missions are being planned right now. While Venus and Mercury offer only death, Mars offers hope. So here's my question. Would you volunteer to be among the first Mars colonists? Let me know in the comments what excites or scares you most about living on Mars. But our journey isn't over. Next, we venture into the realm of gas giants, where we'll discover hidden oceans that might harbor alien life, and encounter worlds so strange they'll challenge everything we think we know about survival in space. Jupiter is so massive it could swallow over 1,300 Earths. In 1995, NASA's Galileo probe attempted what we're about to try. It survived 58 minutes of descent before Jupiter destroyed it. First, you'd encounter clouds of ammonia at negative 100 degrees Celsius. The pressure builds relentlessly, far beyond anything on Venus. Winds reach 600 kilometers per hour, faster than any hurricane on Earth. Lightning bolts 100 times more powerful than Earth's. You'd be crushed into a speck of dust long before reaching any solid core. But Jupiter's moon Europa tells a different story. Beneath 15 kilometers of ice lies a global ocean, an ocean containing twice as much water as all of Earth's oceans, heated by volcanic vents that could support life. But the surface is blasted by Jupiter's intense radiation, enough to kill an unprotected human in just 5 minutes. The only way to explore Europa would be with heavily shielded robots. Europa, the most promising place for alien life, but instantly lethal to humans. Saturn's moon Titan is the only moon with a thick atmosphere, actually denser than Earth's, meaning you wouldn't need a pressure suit, but instead of water, it rains liquid methane, creating lakes and seas of liquid methane and ethane. But at negative 179 degrees Celsius, you'd freeze solid in minutes. You'd need extreme thermal protection, but could walk around with just warm clothes and an oxygen mask. The landscape would be hauntingly beautiful, like an alien Earth. Survival time without thermal protection, maybe 2 minutes before hypothermia. Uranus spins on its side, the coldest planet in the solar system. Its upper atmosphere reaches negative 224 degrees Celsius. Scientists think it might rain solid diamonds deep inside. Neptune is even more violent, with the fastest winds in the solar system. Supersonic winds at over 2,000 kilometers per hour. You'd be frozen, crushed, and torn apart all at the same time. Survival time on either ice giant, absolutely impossible. Finally, Pluto, at the edge of our solar system. Smaller than our moon, covered in exotic ices. At negative 230 degrees, it makes Antarctica seem tropical. You'd freeze into a solid ice block in less than a second. The sun appears as just a bright star, offering no warmth. Survival time, 1 heartbeat. Here's our complete survival scorecard across the solar system. Only Mars offers real hope for human survival and colonization, while Europa and Titan hold secrets that robotic explorers will one day unlock. But this journey of survival is just the beginning of humanity's greatest adventure. Imagine Mars not as a survival challenge, but as humanity's second home, where travel between worlds becomes as routine as crossing oceans, where children born on Mars will call it home, making us a true multiplanetary species. Mining asteroids for resources, making space colonies self-sufficient, while robots explore the worlds too dangerous for humans, searching for alien life in Europa's hidden oceans, even building floating cities in Venus's upper atmosphere, and eventually, generation ships carrying us to other star systems. So here's my final question. Which world calls to you? Would you be a Mars pioneer, building humanity's first off-world civilization, a Europa explorer, searching for alien life in hidden oceans, or a Titan researcher, studying the most Earth-like world beyond Earth? Tell me in the comments which world you'd choose, and why. And if this journey through our solar system amazed you, hit that subscribe button. Ring the notification bell so you never miss our cosmic adventures. Because next week, we're diving into black holes, where the laws of physics become so extreme, they'll blow your mind. Join our community of space explorers, and let's discover the universe together. The universe is vast, dangerous, and full of wonders waiting to be discovered. The question isn't whether we'll explore it, but when. Thanks for joining me on this incredible journey, and I'll see you among the stars.